Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another episode of The Real Wrestling Show. Dawsy's got a bad throat this week, apparently not. And we're back with another episode of The Real Wrestling Show -- blog. I can't remember my actual intro, so over to Dawes.
So what we do on here is a rundown of Dynamite and Rampage, and any specials that may or may not happen. Well, obviously ones that haven't happened, because we wouldn't be able to do that, that would just be make-believe. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, proudly brings to you the greatest wrestling blog tag team champions of the world. You've got to be about 15 to watch. It is...
The Bold Bastard Big Z with the TV guy, a.k.a.
Dr. Tom and Dawsy, together we make up the Real Wrestling Show --
Bloggy O. I'm going to start calling you the Screen G. The Screen G. Yeah. But what we do on here is a rundown of Dynamite, like Dawsy said, and a rundown of Rampage, and any specials. We haven't got any specials, like Dawsy said, so we're just going to go on about Dynamite first. And I'm going to kick off Dynamite because I haven't got my Rampage notes again. We're getting a little bit sloppy, but we don't give a fuck because it's rough around the edges, right, Dawes?
That was a proper remix intro. I think the most remixed intro we've done yet. Well done.
In the mix! But starting off this week for an fucking incredible show from Dynamite, from AEW, because I thought this match was fucking awesome. It was sick.
Yeah.
Crazy, that.
Brilliant.
Which was the opener between Darby and Swerve. Now I've got half a page on the match and half a page on the promo after this, so let's get into it. Just the main focal points, basically. Flipping stunner, fast dive by Darby was nice. Front flip off the top to the outside by Darby was nice. Darby knocked Swerve off the guardrail, which looked pretty good. Darby dumped on the steps and dragged down him. That was quite good. I like that. I was like, oh, I haven't seen that before. But then when you looked at the steps, they were actually designed pretty well that you could drag someone down them and you're not going to cut them open.
Yeah.
Because the edges were rounded off a bit, which is cool. Boot to the face on the outside by Swerve. Sammy GT background and Jungle Boy as well, watching. Swerve whips Darby with the belt a few times. Leaping kicks by Swerve in the corner. Gets a 2 count, that was nice. Darby bleeding. And this was before the chain was put in his mouth. And he was choked. 2 count by Swerve. Darby's leg swept on the apron by Swerve. Boots hit him in the face. Then double stomped him to the outside. That was sick. Let me read that again. Darby's leg swept on the apron. Swerve boots him in the face, and then double stomps him over the top rope. That was very cool, like that. Swerve then plays on a bad leg that he's limping. Armbar by Swerve. Torture rack backbreakers by Swerve. Very nice. Flatliner by Swerve. Darby pulls Swerve's boot off and bites the foot. Everyone's like, you sick fuck, and I'm just like, that's minging, man. You're sucking on a sock, bro. At least take the sock off. At least bare skin, do you know what I mean? Rather than all the shit that's been gathering in a sweaty shoe, you minger. So yeah, you sick fuck. Knee bar by Darby, nice back and forth punches. Swerve knee to Darby as he goes for the midsection, when he goes to do his low down punch and Swerve hips in. That was quite an impact. Darby goes for a spring coffin and is counted into a German. And it looked like there was so much hang time on that, man. Very cool, I like that. Darby counters into the Scorpion Death Drop, which I can't remember what that was from. Then he gets a 2 count reverse. Poison Rammer off the apron to the outside by Darby was sick. Coffin drop. And then Nana puts Swerve's legs up on the rope. Darby chases Nana up the ramp. Cage comes out. Darby retreats. Swerve kick. Double stomp by Swerve. 2 count. Match is not over. Cage grabs Darby's leg on the outside. Cage gets evicted. Swerve gets a chair. Darby kicks it away. Code red. 2 count. Last up a pin for the finish. Darby wins. Fucking sick match.
Yeah, DC match, I agree.
Man of the match, Mr. Scott Strickland. Mr. Strickland.
Yeah.
Right at up the top, man, next to the match. But I imagine it would be Swerve. He was pretty sick in this match. And a big number for me, 16.
I'm going to go with Darby on a match, I think, and I've got 10. Yowie.
Yeah, big numbers, man. Always going to be big numbers. After the match, MJF comes out, bigs up Darby, but says that he can't beat Darby. He can beat Darby with a headlock or a headlock takedown. Not on the level of the devil. Quite like that. That sounds cool. Darby says, "Are you happy, Max?" Said that when he got on TV, that all of his problems would disappear. Darby checked into therapy first year, bought his mum and dad's a house, helped his dad retire, and he says, "Sting is not my dad, just my best friend in the company," which I thought was pretty cool the way he said it with a smirk.
Yeah.
That was nice. 15 minutes of fame. I ain't getting off this ride. MJF says that Darby's arrogant. Says morals kill careers in wrestling, which I kind of do.
Yeah.
Says he'll do anything to leave a legacy and calls Darby's legacy Sting's bitch. Sting comes out. Said he's not a daddy daycare type. And then he says he's more of a cheerleader and then pulls out pom-poms. Which I didn't understand why he was like, "Oh, more pom-poms." I didn't know why he brought out 4. I didn't understand that. Movie 2. Sting out to pom-poms. Says, "I'll stop offending you if you stop with the Cody daycare stuff." Oh, did I say Cody? And it was very well done, that was, mate. Very, very fucking well done. Cody was your cheerleader. I'm Darby's. Talks all his personalities. I don't want the title. Showtime is almost over, which is quite sad. But Darby's showtime is just beginning, and he will be AEW World Champion. Darby says he's going to be the next champ. MJF spits in his face and leaves.
Well, you missed a little bit off. Sting kind of went through all his gimmicks as well.
Yeah, he talks about his
I
personas.
love the part, like, after you said where he did it really well, you said Cody, and he was like, "As you can see, I'm still a bit of Joker in me."
Yeah. Yeah.
And
No, I
it
did-
was brilliant the way he played everything.
I did say personas, I just didn't break it down, that's all.
Yeah, it was volume.
Oh, mate. From the beginning of the match to the end of the promo, awesome. Absolutely awesome, mate, do you know what I mean? But yeah, and I would even go as far to say that was the best start to a Dynamite show ever. Period, over any other.
Definitely up there. Definitely up there.
Well, if you could, I'm not going to say put you on the pressure now, but if you can think of one, I genuinely can't think of one. Maybe Bryan Danielson? Daniel Bryanson, whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was a show like that was. Like an opener like that. It's just had everything, do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Over to you, Brett.
Next up, what's the up?
Will Hobbs, baby.
Oh yeah, open challenge. Will Hobbs for the TNT title versus Silas Young, who's quite big in ROH.
Yeah.
So pretty much a squash match.
Yeah, it was exactly a squash match, mate. I was a bit disappointed. Not that I know much about Silas Young, but there have been rumblings about him over the years that he's been like, you know, in main events and stuff like that. And it's like, well, if he's got that bit of a name, like, why is he getting fucking stiffed by Will Hobbs, who's kind of doesn't really know what he's doing right now? You know?
That's what I mean.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so Spine versus Will Hobbs, town business. Pulls it. Oh, sorry. Before that, Hobbs pulls it in the car that QT bought in.
Yeah, Charlie Ramone.
Quite a nice car, but it looks like, you know, when you could run it in the hot water and it would change colour.
Oh, that'd be sick, mate.
No, but like a Matchbox car.
Yeah.
I mean, not a real car. It didn't look like a real car. Like,
No, but in America,
like
they like a lot of their cars are like that for like I want to say NASDAQ, but that's fucking stocks and markets. NASCAR.
Yeah.
They're like stock cars, and they like, do you know what I mean, like the old square model Ford Escort, mate. Oh, dream. I mean.
Anyway, Prime Buster, town business, Hobbs wins, Hobbs man of the match.
Hobbs man of the match.
They drag Silas up the ramp, Wardlow appears on the screen, smashes Hobbs' Matchbox NASCAR thing. Didn't run no hot water on his chin colour though.
No. He did spit on the door handle, which changed colour.
Then comes out and destroys Solo. One off the stage.
Yeah. Fighting on the ramp. All the wrestlers come out. Hey, send out the punies. Yeah, solo through the table, off the stage. I will note one thing. Back of his head slammed that second table pretty hard.
Yeah.
Oh, have a bit of that, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, it was alright for a squish match and storyline, but yeah.
It was great.
Close, yeah.
I quite really enjoyed the aftermath part of it though. The smashing up the car bit and all that. I thought that was great. I thought it was executed really well, actually.
Yeah, it was done okay, but I don't know. It's just a rush, isn't it? The rush storyline, because we all know Wardlow really did get robbed. It's not a storyline. He got robbed.
Well, of course he did, mate. But what a way though to potentially make the thief actually get caught by making out that it never really happened.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
Next up, we had a Switchblade promo with Juice Robinson, dissing Ricky Starks, and now they are called Bullet Club Gold.
Bullet Club Gold. Or is it?
Also says Juice.
Yeah, fucking. Don't lie. It was an okay promo.
I like Switchblade.
Yeah. Juice Robinson still looks like a tag along though, doesn't he?
Huh?
Juice still looks like a tag along.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like I don't know. I really don't know.
It's like Matt Hardy and his little brother Jeff.
Yeah.
Kind of. No, I'm only joking. Kind of is though. But anyway, next up, we had Buddy Matthews and Orange Cassidy facing off in a international title. I was going to say intercontinental again, but I didn't. International title. Great match this was, I felt. Hurricanrana to Buddy, Orange dive, Buddy catches Orange, almost dropped him when he got reversed into a Hurricanrana in the corner. Looked like he was going to buckle bomb him, but he lost the balance. DDT by Orange, Orange punch hurts his hand, and then fucking medical, blah 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 blah. No, leave me alone, get away from me. It's like, why the fuck did you go to the doctor for then, you prick? Like, he sought out the doctor, and then when Trent came out, he was like, oh, get away from me. It's like, what? So yeah, that did my head in a bit. Buddy stamps on the hand, being checked by the doctor, slams his hand on the steps on his hands again, putting Orange fingers through the turnbuckle and wrenching down. That was quite nice, I like that. With his fingers were in it and he's pulling down on his elbow. Knee strike on the apron by Buddy, beach break on the apron by Orange. Buddy Orange kicks to Orange, that was quite funny. Stun dog by Orange. Swinging DDT off the top by Orange, that was sick. And then a diving DDT to the outside, that was nice. Diving DDT off the top by Orange gets 2 count. Knee stomp by Buddy, roll up by Orange, Orange punch 2 count. Pop up knee by Buddy, Orange count going for the Orange punch. Buddy hits a curb stomp, mousetrap pin finish. Loving these like sly pins, man, at the moment. There was another one on Rampage.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember where it was. You'll remind me in a minute and I'll say like. But yeah, I'm loving these like, oh, Sean Spears.
Yes.
Like going for these like intricate, like deep pins, and it's like, well, I just won't roll fully and I've got you completely locked up, mate. Do you know what I mean? Love that type of move, and I just farted for you guys at home, just in case you wanted to smell it. But yeah, my man of the match was Buddy.
I went Orange. I had 9 moments.
How many?
Orange.
How many moments? 9. Oh, fair play. I only had 5. I had a booker. I only had 5 in this one, yeah. And still your international champion, Orange Cassidy. What did you say then?
Brilliant match.
Yeah. Then we had Luchasaurus. Cage says something has changed. And that's all he says, and then it goes to advert.
Yeah, what's changed though? The colour of his mask, that's it.
You got a shoulder thing.
Still boring as shit.
Looks good. Does look good. You can't deny that. Like, no, don't get ahead of yourself here. As like Kane was set up back in the day, the promo of him looked good. But Kane was actually pretty good. You know? Luchasaurus is just a stiff, blocky motherfucking dinosaur wannabe. Which, unfortunately, unless he's being trained by the Big Show and he's picking it up, which, let's be fair, over the last 4 years, he hasn't really. You know? Unless he's now picking it up and he's gonna become that monster, you know? I don't think there's much hope. Say again?
They got better monsters.
They have, definitely, like, but still, it's like, he's an original.
Send him to Japan.
Send him to ROH.
For a bit.
ROH him.
What's the point of ROH if you want him down there?
Why would he learn in Japan?
Because it's different.
Because of stiff style.
Yeah.
Because of blocky style. Because of robot in the sky style.
On the roster now than the AEW roster is kind of in a mix.
Yeah, of course.
It's a bit of a Raw and SmackDown deal, and they're not really separate.
They are. Like, you don't get the...
It's like the gym that just end up on AEW for no
because
reason.
because ROH is the lesser of the shows.
Exactly.
Because it's got a smaller budget. It's like people that...
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's the way it happens anyway. It's like, you could say the same about indie shows. It's like, oh, well, the indie shows, it's like the second rate. Yeah, but that's where all the talent's coming from. It's coming from the lesser promo shows
Yeah,
and
but it's
stuff.
not the same company, is it? Indie shows when they work together. There's two different promoters working together. There is one promoter for ROH and AEW.
Yeah, that is true, but then it's like where you used to work, where they'd have 3 different levels of serving. Do you know what I mean? They're all one company, but they've got 3 levels of what they put out to customers in certain different places.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. It's like Tony Khan says himself. He's like, will we ever see so-and-so on ROH? No, you won't, because the budget is not there. And that's the thing, like, he is seeing them as separate companies, because if he didn't, and he just seen it as one thing, mate, he'd go bankrupt instantly.
Yeah, the budget's not there, but they can have Jericho on it.
Yeah, they can have Jericho on it, mate, because that makes sense. It pulls eyes in. But they don't have Moxley on it every week, or Jericho on it every week. They don't have the big names going down, but they do have their bigger names coming up, and unfortunately being fucking squashed. But it makes sense to me, mate. It does. Like, you know, put him down in ROH, put him in New Japan, but I don't think Luchasaurus has got much hope, to be honest.
No.
I just don't... I don't believe it. Like...
No, I don't. No, I don't. Like I said, I don't get Christian's involvement. It's not working.
No. It's just for the rub, innit? Like, and it's not
Yeah.
not working. It's not working at all, like. But, yeah, something has changed. That's right. Something has. But moving on. Best Friends and Orange Cassidy call out Aussie Open.
Yeah.
Which I will say was a sick match.
But the IWGP tag titles.
Yeah, mate. Next up, we had in-ring promo, which for me, Matt Hardy fucked up. Ethan Page talks about the firm going through bad times, calls out Matt and Isaiah. Hardy says, when Hook beat you, we were free of our contract.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And then Ego says, oh, well, if you want to get away from us, there's more of us. And it's like, what do you mean if you want to get away from us? If you just said that when Hook beat you, that was it. We're out of our contracts. And then he made out that, oh, well, yeah, we're going to get an opportunity to actually leave you now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and then he was like, oh, well, if you want to try and get away from us, don't forget there's more people.
Because I think it's just a missed right. Because last week, like I said, when he hadn't signed the contract, he winked. Or the week before, like he went to the camera and did to say, yes, this is where I'm going to be. And he was like, yeah, emphasize, I wrote this contract up myself.
That's what I mean.
So
he should have been out.
Yeah.
From that, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But he like, that's what I mean though, mate. But he said it, like, he said it on there. He was like, when Hook beat you, we were out of our contract.
Yeah.
And then he gives it all, oh, well, we'll have an opportunity to get away from you. Oh, if you want to get away from us, there's more of us. Big Bill and Moriarty attack. Hardy Isaiah, Hardy slammed into the apron. Hook comes out, and then Jeff Hardy makes his comeback, which I was like, oh, come on. I was proper buzzing for, mate. Proper buzzing for. Did you know any spoilers about
No.
that? No, neither did I, man. Sick though. Well happy that Jeff Hardy's back. But yeah, bit of a... I'm not sure what's going on here. I can't be the only one that's picked up on the fact that he said, I'm out of my contract. Oh, we got a chance to get out of our contract. Like, it's got to be a fuck up or something. Like, but yeah, it was pretty good. Then there was a Don Callis recap. Sick cut, mate. Fucking sick cut. Looks like a big vagina on his forehead. It was, mate. Hefty. Fair play to him. Next up, we had a recap. BCC, Elite and Hangman. Omega says, when you hit Don, you cross the line. Says he's going to do worse than blood for blood. And what he does do is fucking pathetic. But there we go. Do you want to do the next one,
bro? So next up, we have Claudio and Mox versus Nakazawa and Cutler.
It was an okay match, this was. Bit of a shit show, though.
Attack and destroy. Nakazawa busted open.
From hitting his head on the apron.
Giant swing while Mox skips on the apron. That was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Screwdriver, sharpshooter by Claudio. Cutler busted open too, makes the save, but Claudio just dispenses of him. King Kong Lariat, Death Rider, then something.
Well, I wrote just a hefty beatdown on the Elite.
Yeah.
For the finish of the match.
BCC destroy. I think it was DQ. They didn't actually announce.
No, I think it was finished because he, not a knockout, but it was like, yeah, he's done, and they finished the match in awarding to Mox and Claudio.
Oh, okay.
I thought. Now I was a bit confused, maybe like yourself, like at first, but I think that's how it did go down.
We pull out the Elite. Oh, I haven't even got a man on the match. No moments.
Claudio, 0 moments. Like I said, mate, it was an okay match, but it was a complete shit show. And in a good way, do you know what I mean?
It was just a mauling, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, after that, Mox says, where are the Bucks, Hangman and Don? But doesn't mention Omega.
Yeah, because Omega's not there, because he said in his promo earlier, I'm not there.
Yeah.
Just then he comes out, oh my god, he is there!
Oh my god, it's Kenny in the flesh!
He looks at him, looking at him kind of like, and what? And then from behind appear the Young Bucks!
Who are both injured.
Huh?
They're both injured. Not from that, but they are both injured. One's got a shoulder injury, one's got a elbow injury.
Yeah.
BT to Mox.
Yeah.
Go on.
They go. They're attacking behind, and they go to use a small box. And then Matt's like, haha, screwdriver.
Which is what I mentioned from that promo earlier. BCC, Elite, Hangman, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do worse than blood for blood. You're not. You're just going to be a fucking dickhead, and people are going to be like, why are you using screwdrivers in wrestling? Like, I'm not being funny. In America, in Britain, in lots of places, mate, there's fucking epidemics of knife crime.
Yeah.
There's kids being stabbed left, right and centre, like, do you know what I mean? It's not on, in my opinion. In my general opinion, screwdrivers and knives have got no place in wrestling.
No, I think the sharpest thing you can use is tacks and broken glass.
A railroad spike maybe at a push, but even that is a bit fucking extreme. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's like certain things are used in society for nasty people to hurt other people shouldn't be in an entertainment show.
No.
You know what I mean? And you could say that about anything, but let's be fair. Screwdrivers and knives, they're quite a stabby implement. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to...
The thing is, we know as well, when you're a kid, when you know it's... what's the word?
Wrong.
On, or not. You still try it at home. No matter how much the TV says don't try this at home, you do. You're like, yeah, bro, catch me. I'm going to do this moonsault for catch, yeah? Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's like, for me, it was like watching hunting programs and stuff like that, and like ninja films, that I was making all these mad traps with spikes on them and shit that had like proper flexible trees holding them to power them and shit, mate. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Fucking lethal, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, but because I seen it.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, like, do you know what I mean? But because I seen things like that, it's like, oh, I'm interested in doing that, like, do you know what I mean? But, you know, cleverly enough, we were smart kids, like, do you know what I mean? We were stupid, but we were smart kids, not to be like, right, let's put some spikes on the edge of this stick and test it out. It's like, no, let's not test it out, let's just hope that it fucking works, like, do you know what I mean? Because only a moron tests out a thing like that, they will mutilate you. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's where we were smarter, like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's like screwdriver and knives for me, not really a place in wrestling.
No. Like I said, I think the furthest you can go is like broken glass, maybe a broken beer bottle.
I think beer bottles are wrong as well. Bit of broken glass, yeah, because it's not like when someone sees someone grabbing a piece of glass and cutting someone, the thought instantly is, oh, fucking hell, that would hurt me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I wouldn't do that, like. And then people might think, like, oh, well, I just break a bottle and fucking, ugh. But people do break bottles and just, ugh. So it's not, again, it's not for me.
I know, but we are in the acting business, and adults do drink beer and smash bottles, especially when you're fucking fighting someone.
I know, but then it's not really the thing. It's not really the thing you want people to think about.
It's definitely with you with the screwdrivers.
Yeah.
Let's not go too long. Like, oh, can they have a table? Can they use a fork? Can they use a ring? Can they use tea?
Wooden skewers and an hammer to hit them. Nice. Yeah, I wrote terrible at the end of that though anyway, because screwdrivers, no. Next up we had a promo, Tony backstage, Nana, Cage and Swerve. Tony says, are they angry? He says, no, we're not angry, we just got unfinished business. Swerve's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go fuck up Keith Lee, bruv. Basically. It's like that was the only thing he was going to do. Next up we had Sky Blue.
Business.
What?
It's almost an unfinished business. Well, you've only had one rivalry, so...
Exactly. Yeah. Next up we had Sky Blue and Rio versus the Outcasts in Ruby and Tony Storm. Ruby booing the Soho. Outcasts attack on the bell. Rio crossbody off the top to the outside was nice. Blue pulled off the apron by Saraya. Blind tag by Tony. Sky takes out everybody from the apron, goes for a Hurricanrana, heavy landing for her, because she actually doesn't actually hook her feet. She just kind of goes, poof, on her back. Assisting Crucifix Bomb by Rio was nice. German by Tony, Ass Smash by Tony, and then a Storm Zero for the finish of the match. I went with Sky Blue.
What do you went with? Rio.
Same team. And just the one moment for me.
Agreed, just the one moment. After the match.
I think that was Sky Blue's ass.
She's blatantly outnumbered.
Yeah.
And about, I don't know, Brett Baker must have missed the bus or something because about 25 minutes later she came running down.
Yeah.
Look. I get that happens sometimes, right? But it's happening all the time.
It haven't happened in a while, mind.
Really?
Like, no, like, we were talking about this like quite a while ago, and it's like, well, hold on a minute, mate. Like, they're literally there. They're going to be watching a fucking show. Deal with it. Like, you know, but they stopped doing it for a while. You know? Let's just hope they don't fall back into those habits.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Like, you're shrugging like, well, they haven't really. There's still people, like, running in to make saves. But they have been a lot more prompt. They haven't been, like, proper long beatdowns. And then their friends coming out. It's been, a lot of it has just been straight out, you know?
I understand it when it's like, I don't know, when like Willow is teaming with Blue or whatever. Because they're not like an established team.
Yeah, I get that.
Britt Baker are an established. You see them together all the time backstage. You never see them really doing promos on their own. So why would they be separate coming up?
Well, Britt Baker has got Adam Cole as well, so that could be an explanation for this. Like, well, I was chilling with my husband, man. My partner, my boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
But that would have to be pointed out.
It's not going to be. This is business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. To be honest, I think sometimes you look into that a bit too much. Like, I get where you're coming from, and I do kind of agree. But I think it's been alright, man. I don't think it's been used overly, like, you know what I mean? Britt Baker looking like a half-changed Power Ranger. It's like, I've got the bottoms. The top didn't get delivered. Looked stupid, mate. Didn't like the look at all. Didn't like it at all. Not even this much.
She should have come out in a Dentist outfit that she was wearing on All Access.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she should come out in her normal work clothes, like. That'd be cool. Not all the time.
They'd be late then as well.
Hey?
Would have explained the Ritz in that late then. Just finished work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just doing some thing on Abaddon.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, no, I agree. But then I digress. Over to you, buddy boy.
Of the main event, if you want to do it, because you've got football around big.
That's all I wanted you to say, mate. So yeah, the main event was Jericho versus Keith Lee. Thanks for that intro, Doors. That was fucking awesome. Good match this was. Keith Lee kisses Jericho on the head. Jericho plays it very well. He's like, very, very good from Jericho, as he always has been over the years. I don't know what that says. Guevara distraction?
Garcia distracts Lee.
Garcia. Spring drop kick to Keith Lee off the apron. And Keith Lee kind of systematically falling with grace to the floor. Like, it was like a big spot in the match, and he just kind of like knelt down, sat on his bum, twisted as he rolled off, knelt on the floor and laid down. It was like, oh, well done, Keith, well done. Keith Lee into the guardrail, double axe handle, Jericho off the top, that was nice. Even though it's nothing special, it just looked good. Lion Salt gets 2 count for Jericho, body check by Keith Lee. Moonsault by Keith Lee, Jericho gets a knees up, playing that his leg got hurt, which, when you watch the replay back, it was like he couldn't have landed any more sweet. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, there's no way you got injured in that, mate. That was perfect. Big choke slam.
Makes sense though, because Keith Lee's a big boy.
It did make sense, yeah. That's why it's like I haven't like stopped talking about it. But it's like when you watch a promo back, when you watch the actual move back, it's like, yeah, we all know in wrestling, like, that was executed perfectly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, there's no injury there. If anything, that probably helped you. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, big choke slam by Keith Lee, gets 2 counts. Boston by Jericho, rope break by Keith Lee, and Garcia's trying to talk him out of going for a rope break. Don't go for a rope break, it's a stupid thing to do, dog. Jez grabbing the ref, Garcia cheap shots. Keith Lee double clothesline to both of them. Jericho and Garcia. Codebreaker converted into a sit-out powerbomb. Looked awesome, mind. Where it was like, oh, down and struggling or whatever, and then pick it up and then poof, bang, down. Looked wicked, man.
Brilliant, man. Like, it was a beast.
It did look awesome, like. Again, Garcia causes the distraction, and then Swerve does his unfinished business. Hits Keith Lee with the ring bell. Jericho goes for the pin. Keith Lee tries to kick out on 3. Doesn't happen. Jericho wins. Keith Lee man of the match.
Jericho is the man of the match for me.
And I had 2 momentos.
Green don't need to sing over to me. And why the hell is Swerve wearing a mask?
He wasn't wearing a mask. He was wearing his Tico-Z face mask.
Oh, whatever he was wearing, right? Like, he didn't change any of his other clothes.
No, I know. He changed his hat, though. He did change his face thing. I suppose it is a ski mask, isn't it? Yeah, it is a ski mask.
He didn't change anything, so you knew, like, it was like, if you're gonna do that, just do it like Jericho does it properly. Like, the guy is old, like, and he can be bothered to get changed.
Yeah. Yeah, well, nice spot that, isn't it, actually?
Jogging pants and change your jacket, like, for or Elite Wrestling t-shirt or something, anything.
Yeah. He's just throwing a swerve ball. How many moments do you have? 2, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
After the match, Adam Cole comes out, does the same thing that Jericho did last week or the week before, looking back, and Jericho starts screaming, having a freak out, play my music! Play my music! And then it fades to black, and at that point, I went out to the shed to have a smoke. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic show. For me, I thoroughly enjoyed it from beginning to end. I noted it on the first time as well, and I still thought it was an absolutely brilliant show. You know?
Yeah.
And I say that because noting on a show and trying to watch it at the same time, you just can't quite watch and enjoy it. But I did. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that's a sentiment to how good the show was. So we're going to go for the break now, so go fuck off. So now we're back. So all you people that just fucked off, fuck back. We're going to now talk about Rampage. So yeah, I'm going to do the square root of diddly fuck all. Except for I have got man of the match in a couple. And I do have moments.
First off, we have best friends, this Aussie Open, the IWGP Tag Team title.
Mark Davis, man of the match. Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
You have to run through it first, then my bad. Go on.
Face belly in the corner by Trent was nice. Double slams on the apron by Aussie Open. Fuck's sake.
Just take your notes
Past
closer to
the vertical suplex by Aussie Open. Assisted spinning cut off the second rope by Aussie Open was nice. Best friends hit the
Death Doom drop. It was the
Then we had
Doomsday device. But
that was my next witness. I mean,
Oh.
before that.
Okay. I'm not sure.
But doesn't matter. Doomsday knee by best friends gets two. Spinning tombstone by Fletcher was nice. Beastly power driver by Davis.
Yeah.
The Coriolis, I think they call it. I went with Fletcher.
I went with Mark Davis, man of the match. I can't remember what it's called. Sick move, though. Fucking sick move. It's a double pump handled slam. Or
Yeah.
double pump handled layout slam.
Yeah.
Technically what it is. But yeah. 4 moments. 4 moments.
Yeah, I like Aussie Open.
I don't like him. Like, I like Mark Davis. I don't like the other one. Like, he feels like... Mark Davis feels like he needs a partner. And Fletcher doesn't feel like that. Fletcher for me, he's more down in the Ricky Starks type place. Whereas Mark Davis is more up in the heavyweight type thing. Like, I just feel like he needs... Like Butcher. Or Comarato might be good. But probably not because he's too green. But he needs someone like Butch. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
well, that's just me.
Yeah, I disagree, mate. I think they have each other well. Because they are big and small, they can do those double teams and
Yeah, I just
you got
don't.
the power when flip the little one.
I just can't. I don't know. Same with Phoenix and I like. Do you know, Phoenix and Penta. But I just can't get. I can't get to terms with Fletcher. Like, I'm not. Just don't feel him. Mark Davis definitely. Like, do you know what I mean? He's cool.
Yeah. Next up, we had promo. It was a brilliant match, so either way.
Yeah, it was. It was a great match.
Next up, we had,
Sorry to interrupt you there. Nice to have a nice opener on Rampage for a change.
yeah. Next up, we had Depp with Briscoe, Jarrett, Lethal and Co. Decent little promo.
I forgot this match was on there.
Then we had Tony with FCR. Time for another 4 years.
Yeah. It was always going to happen as soon as Vince.
You mentioned that it will be the end of the run after the 4 years. I call bullshit.
I call bullshit.
You know, Ric Flair is retired. Well, how many times? Cherry Fun.
They ain't going to retire, mate. Like, they can't turn around and go, well, after 4 years we're going to seek alternative employment. Because then it's like, well, that's shit, like, do you know what I mean? You know? So they can't say that. So they have to say something like, oh, well, when we're done in our 4 years, we're retiring. It's like, no, you're not. You're going to sign another 4 years. Because in that time, there's going to be more tag teams. There's going to be people stepping up and also stepping away from WWE. That are, you know, it's going to be loads. So
Yeah.
I call bullshit too. Nice promo though.
Nice promo there. Except we had Lexi with the Hardys and Cassidy and Buck. Fighting the Fame at the Hardy compound.
Yeah. And apparently people are losing their shit online. Oh my god, Broken Matt Hardy's back. It's like, not quite. Definitely not there yet. He's just saying some things that he's been saying for the last 2 years. Do you know what I mean? Nothing has changed. Like, he's been saying delete from the off. You
It's
know?
like Sting saying, oh, I still know how to be the Joker. Oh my god, Sting's going to be the Joker now forever.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. But yeah, it's stupid. I forgot what we were talking about then.
Then we had Mark Lethal, Jarrett Satanab versus the Scout Dude and the Spanish commentary team.
And Jay Briscoe. Mark Briscoe.
Said that. Mark Lethal, Jarrett and Satanab.
Oh.
Struck by Jeff right off the bat. Serpento Koga with a press to the outside onto his partners. Choke slam by Satanab Briscoe. He's like, get out of my way, don't touch me, get out of my way, don't touch me. Froggy splash.
Froggy Bow.
Briscoe and Co win. I want Briscoe man of the match.
Yeah, Briscoe man of the match. More for storyline than anything, this match.
Yeah.
And it's a good storyline, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so see how it goes, man. Just who's Mark Briscoe's partner going to end up being like? Because he's got to have someone that's going to come to his aid against Lethal, Sonjay and them lot, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so he's got to form an alliance somewhere.
Yeah, who's it going to be?
Because Lethal would be the obvious option from what the story is telling. But if Lethal now is the instigator of wrong-uns, do you know what I mean? Who is it going to be? It's got to be someone hillbilly. The hard.
With the company, I'll tell you who would suit him.
The Dudley Boys.
Storm.
Who? James Storm. Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah, I agree with that. But for how long?
Well, not for a full thing, like, just for...
He does. I think he needs someone as an alliance, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a hillbilly crew.
Yeah.
No, that'd be cool.
Think of who,
No, I can't.
isn't really a hillbilly.
J.D. Drake, he's a hillbilly. That's the only one I can think of.
Yeah. Let's move on then. Next up, we have the BCC and an Elite Hype promo. We have Honey Valkyrie versus Emi Sakura.
Who?
Emi.
Versus who?
Hiya.
Oh, right, okay. Mate, it sounded completely foreign to me, eh? It's like, yeah. Good match, I suppose.
It was decent, yeah. A huge drop by Tyre right in the beginning. Jane and Layla came out on the run.
Ooh, Layla.
Spinning Scorpion death drop by Emi was sick, then a backbreaker. A low trajectory German by Tyre. Running crossbody into the steps
Sick.
and Tyre by Emi, that was sick.
Yeah, that was wicked.
Spear and the Valhalla, or the road to Valhalla. Tyre wins, I remember Emi man of the match.
Emi man of the match. 4 moments.
3 moments. After the match,
Yeah, I like the back and forth chops in the beginning, man. I thought they did that really well, actually.
yeah, beast. Layla runs down, gets the titty buster, as you like to say.
Who did it?
Hi.
That'd be the titty boom. The titty boom, my friend.
The titty boom. And then
Titty busters, Jades.
Jade comes in, they brawl, and then Layla makes a magic recovery. Attacks from behind, and they get the best of Tyre.
Yeah. Titty buster!
Yeah.
Yeah, Layla looked incredible.
Oh yes.
I would even go as far to say, right, do you ever watch Whose Line Is It Anyway now?
No.
They got them on YouTube, mate. Hilarious. Bella Twins were on it. They looked incredible. She, at the moment, Layla Gray, is looking as good as what they did when they debuted, in my opinion. She is sizzling hot, mate, that woman.
Yeah.
Sizzling hot. But, yeah, I digress.
I think Morgan over on the other shows.
Yeah. Well, Sky Blue is another one.
Skyview's cute.
Yeah.
She's a different.
Yeah. But so was Alexa Bliss in the beginning. She was cute, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's move on, shall we?
Anyway, away from the curvy nuts.
We're not sorry. It's real life, goddammit.
Then we had a Triple A challenge to El Kingo by one of the faction, I believe, not quite sure who.
Drillistico.
Who's that?
Drillistico.
Yeah, who's that?
Bruce's brother.
Okay.
He fought last week against.
Another title holder.
Can't think.
Another championship match.
I'm not sure. Can't remember. Orange Cassidy?
Said, like,
You might have fought Orange.
yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
If we said, didn't we? Oh, he's magically friends with Bruce again.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Alright, 2.0 and 2.0.
2.0!
And here we go. Rap promo in ring, 20 years back.
Yeah. Hager fucked this up royally though, man. Still worked though. Comedy was still there, like.
He can get away with it though because he just plays it well, like.
And I like this hat.
Billy and the Acclaimed attack, and they go to plant the scissors to scissor off his nipples. But loud there.
Yeah.
Not really down with the scissors as well, you know, we were talking about attacks before.
Knives and screwdrivers. Scissors I'm not too bad with.
Well, you know, I know a certain person, I got stabbed with a pair of scissors.
I know, who would that be, you? Who would that be? You? Do you know who that was, you?
Yeah, thanks for that, bro.
Alright, they should only use the scissors with like the rounded end on them. You know what I'm saying?
Ironically, I think they were.
Shut up.
I can't remember.
He couldn't have been, mate. But anyway, let's move on. Nipples being cut off with scissors.
What do we have next, bro? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, we had Mark Henry actually doing it properly this week.
Ah, I was just going to take the piss.
Introducing Spears and JD on the split screen, which I thought was pretty good this week.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice, man. Nice to see him back.
Yeah.
It was nice to see him back.
He's just had a baby boy.
Yeah.
He did his promo well, you know. I'm not friends with MJF.
Yeah,
I've
don't.
got problems with him. And, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't talk to him. I don't fuck with the MJF.
And it was nice he addressed the Pinnacle. Like, and he was obviously, even when the Pinnacle still wasn't really going, he was still with MJF.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to see him back. And I was sad. Me, man, evening. Which was Jungle Boy versus Sean Spears.
It was a good match.
Yeah, it was decent. Spears, nice. Like there was like a roll through, like he looked like he was going to get into an armbar, and he switched into a pin combo. Yeah. A real beast by Spears at the end. I really like that.
Yeah, he's always been a pretty good mat technician.
Yeah. Worth noting as well, change of music.
Didn't even notice that.
No, I did because I love Sean Spears' shoe.
Yeah.
Beast, this one not so much.
Didn't even clock it.
Going to the 10 gimmick again as well with Ultimate the 10 cardboard during the match as well.
That was a bit crap.
Slam on the apron by Spears, Superplex by Spears, Crossbody gets Super Spears, DDT a la Randy Orton by Spears.
That was nice.
Beast. Total World Backbreaker by Spears, but then JB gets a sneaky roller, JB wins. I went with Spears man of the match.
Spears man of the match. I didn't write any moments up.
Just the one moment. Which is the beginning part with his tactical wrestling.
That'll be why I didn't write any moments, and I probably had 0.
Yeah, it's a decent match. Nice to see Sean Spears back.
It was a good wrestling match.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, not so much any entertainment in it, in the sense of like storyline or anything like that. It was a little bit, But the actual match, it was a good wrestling match from beginning to end. Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, you enable Jungle Boy to get a win over a decent name.
Yeah.
It was a decent return for Sean Spears as well.
And he didn't lose anything by losing. If that makes any sense.
It's not like he got snare trapped and tapped out. He got a sneaky pin on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And that was the other pin that I was on about earlier, where it was like someone going for one, and they like the mousetrap pin, for instance.
Yeah.
And Isaiah's, not Isaiah, Wheeler Utah's pin, the seatbelt. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm loving these like unique pins at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Like, and even though Spears was going for whatever they call it, I can't remember. It's like Jungle Boy was just like, nah, I'm just not going to rotate over, mate. I'm just going to fucking lay here. Do you know what I mean? Good way of finishing. Do you know what I mean? Really liked it. So, yeah, pretty good show from Dynamite. Well, awesome show from Dynamite, and a pretty good show from Rampage.
Yeah, it's not often that you get an awesome show and a good show from Rampage as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy with it.
And now we're going to have a talk about some rumours of wrestling, which there's only one I really want to talk about, kind of, is the third show. Apparently, we are going to have a 2-hour special in June called AEW Collision, and apparently CM Punk is going to be the head honcho of it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a split brand type thing.
Can you what, sorry?
A split brand type thing.
Oh, okay.
So we got Dynamite and Collision, and then Rampage being, at the moment as far as I'm aware, still an hour show. Like, it's a lot of wrestling to watch, man.
Yeah.
It's like, it's getting to the point like where it's like I'm gonna go off wrestling soon because it's just gonna be too much to watch all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, wrestling, right, for me, a 2-hour show every single week is like watching 4 episodes of a soap over 4 days.
Yeah.
Like, I don't watch soaps, but it's like that's what I get from wrestling. I get that entertainment for that 2 hours, and then I want to anticipate that. Oh, I can't wait to watch Dynamite. Like, not, oh, I'll watch Dynamite, and then in 2 days we'll watch Elevation, and then the day after we'll watch Dark, then we'll watch Rampage, then we'll have a bit of Collision. Oh, and then we got a pay-per-view. It's like, oh, fucking hell, with WWE. Wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm not a fan anymore.
You say exactly sure. They're all 4 or 5 hours long now.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And it's like 2 hours of Dynamite, an hour of Rampage, that's if it stays as an hour, 2 hours of Collision, so that's 5 hours. Then you got Dark, Elevation, that's another hour, mostly. You know? A 6 hour of wrestling a week.
Well, to be honest, mate, I do watch Dark and Elevation, but I don't
pay attention anymore.
My fan.
Yeah. I'll watch Dark and Elevation, but I'll do it while I'm just not needing to watch it, sort of thing. Like,
yeah.
And every now and again, something will crop up and it'll be like, oh, he's pretty good. And I always say to myself, make a mental note of that, mate. Make a mental note, say it on a blog, and then I never do.
It's like most of the time I watch it, it's probably on a morning when I get ready for work.
Yeah.
Just to flag on while I'm eating my breakfast and then pottering around my room like.
I don't put wrestling on in the mornings ever, man. Only on a weekend. Sometimes I'll put Rampage on Saturday morning. That's it, like, do you know what I mean? But, I don't think I've got any other Rampage, any rumours of wrestling. There probably is some.
I got to say this, I was listening to Conrad's Grilling JR podcast, and obviously JR is there. And at AEW, they were discussing the London show, still discussing whether it's going to be a pay-per-view or not.
Yeah.
JR did say, I think we need a big surprise name when we go there.
Well, yeah, of course they do.
It's like whether that be Goldberg or Willow Spring, but we need something big. Big. Sasha Banks, maybe.
Yeah, that would be good. Anybody would be good, mate, but to be honest, right, if AEW do things right, now it wouldn't be hard to do. All they've got to do is bring all the talent that they've got.
Yeah.
Like, as TV fans, the reason we are such a big market is because we're loving what they're putting on at the moment.
That's another thing they were discussing 92. And the business was dead then. You got to remember, like, that was when the whole steroid scandal was going on. Vince was in court.
Yeah.
And like him or not, Hulk Hogan wasn't with WWE
Yeah.
at the time. And he was like, there was first time, like, you know what, that was like very right at the beginning when they were faced without him.
Yeah.
They sold out Wembley Arena in 92.
Yeah.
In a comedy that was jacked as well in the UK, I think, wasn't it? That's when fucking the witch was in charge or whatever.
What?
Margaret Thatcher was it?
Margaret Thatcher, yeah.
Yeah, she killed our economy, didn't she? Like, I mean, we win.
It was the yes and no. I don't want to talk politics. Fuck that shit.
But what I'm saying is the UK as a whole wasn't in a great financial state to be going out splashing many on tickets with SummerSlam, but they did.
Yeah.
It's their fans.
No, I appreciate that, mate. And it's like the little things in life are worth spending the money on. Like, I mean, the little things like going and watching a wrestling show for 3 hours is outweighs having a year of misery, like from working all the time and not fucking being able to do stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like people do. It's like same as us now, mate. It's like we've agreed on what we're going to spend on Wembley tickets.
Yeah.
You know, if what the rumour of them being between 30 and 500 quid is anything to go by, what I actually want, I might not be able to get. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm outpriced already.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm not going to go fucking, I can't afford to go mental like people and go like, oh, well, it's once in a lifetime. It's like, yeah, it's once in a lifetime. Like, but £500 per ticket is a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Way that you could go on holiday to Spain with a family for a week.
you could buy a car, bro. You could buy a car and make yourself a year's worth of money. Do you know what I mean? Like, out of that fucking £1,000 for 2 tickets. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a bit mad, but I do think Wembley will sell out. I think it absolutely will sell out. I think people will fly from Europe, hopefully.
Yeah,
You know?
I think so too.
You know, hopefully no horrible fucking shit that's going on over in Russia and Ukraine. We don't want any nasties of those bastards, like, but
I think it as well, but the flyer does have Sting on it.
I know. Mate, all they need to do is bring all their top talent.
Yeah, exactly. If Sting's there, Brian Daniels there,
Samoa Joe,
and Saraya.
Saraya, Hangman, the Bucks,
in the UK.
Omega.
Yeah, I'm not disrespecting any of them, but as a whole, like, the genuine wrestling fan is going to be from watching WWE.
Yeah.
They're going to know who the fuck Sting, Mox, Brian Danielson,
Yeah.
and Saraya is. Saraya, like I said, is going to be it's the biggest one for them, I think.
Yeah.
It's so underrated how great time this is for everyone,
Yeah.
including her and the company, because she's a Brit, like, and she's a legend over here. She is well known over here.
Yeah, of course. No, I appreciate it, mate.
And obviously, we haven't got to see her wrestle for 5 years
Yeah.
in the UK.
I think it is going to be. I think it's going to be a spectacle, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? I think it's going to be. Everyone is going to be like, ah, wow, like one of the best shows that have ever been put on.
Tony Khan, if you are going to do like the national anthem thing, get a decent Brit like Lily Allen.
To sing a national anthem.
Yeah.
Why would you want? Get fucking Catherine Jenkins
Or Catherine Jenkins, yeah.
to sing an anthem. Do you know what I mean?
Uh,
Or someone like that. But yeah. Have you got any more news?
nope.
I don't have any. There probably is some more, but Vince McMahon's a cunt. He's got a moustache. I've been Big Z.
I'll be the Donald Dozy.
Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing. Check out all the videos we do have online. The Greenhouse merchandise memoirs, which Dorsey will eventually put up some other episodes because he says so as well, but he never does. We'll be back with another episode next week, episode 202, because this is 201. Check out the last video we did, it was uploaded today. I used up all my bandwidth whilst I was in work like a fucking moron. Yeah, and catch us next week. Thank you for watching. Peace.